There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all... There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Benjamin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
A gain of 3.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, and see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The 20. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34. The 8-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one complete to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Bruce Irvin.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Completes it to Coleman. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
San Francisco.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
With the score, Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3 on the play.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers.
85,
George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
A big loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Under crush. Alert, 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 alert. Watch twist. Run left, run left. Kill, 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 kill. Check, check.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Through an opening, and there he goes.
We live for this.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now Gold for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go. 36. Run left, run left. 36. Hey, defense, let's go. Watch 36. 36 the mic. I'm here all day. White 36.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's brought down at his own.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the
interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. And a 49er first down.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go.
Play action, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Kamara on the handoff.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
Andre Diggs on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Flushed out right.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback?
And he loses the football the second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
By K.J. Wright.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here we go. 180.
A give. This is Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
On the carry.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Kamara, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go.
first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
George Kittle.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
San Francisco.
Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Seahawks 7. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
14.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And 8 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
You know they pay me.
Picked by Marcel Harris. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Gould now out to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Watch 36.
Throwing again. Wilson. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
On the counter, here's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's brought down at the 20-yard
The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And a 49er first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
On the carry.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
27-yard line. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.